you got a Steam Deck, or you're looking to get a Steam Deck, and there's all the options, about 64 gig with an eMMC, which is just a SATA NVMe, but they can also take a regular M.2 NVMe drive as well. So, how easy is it to upgrade that? And is it worth it? You're damn right it's worth it. Get the cheapest model you can. Hit up Amazon, get up to a 2 terabyte drive. So, let's review the process of how to tear down your Steam Deck and upgrade your storage. I already did mine, but I actually put Windows on it, as you can see, and, well, guess what? Bad idea. So, I'm actually going back to SteamOS. Figured it would be the perfect opportunity to show somebody how to upgrade the NVMe or swap them out in it. Alright, well, let's get to it. Alright, so this is a pretty simple process. First things first, turn your Steam Deck off all the way. You can do so by holding the power button in. Just keep holding it in until it goes off, and that will actually shut it down. Once it is all the way off, very important, if you have a micro SD card inserted, make sure you take it out, because we will be popping off the back panel, and if it is in there, it will break it. And yes, I actually ruined 1 terabyte micro SD by doing so. So, first thing, turn your Steam Deck off. Pull your micro SD card out. Alright, and then on the back, there is 2, 4, 6, 8 screws to remove. They are varied in length. So, you are going to want to keep track of where they came out of. I use my iFixit tray for that. They are Phillips single 0 bit to remove them. Alright, so go ahead and remove those 8 screws. Alright, and then you will want like some type of pry tool to actually separate it. Mine's already been separated, so I can just use my nail, I'm pretty sure. Alright, and you can see the crease. Alright, that is where you want to separate it from. And just work it all the way around. Be careful not to drop it. When you're up by the fan vent, it is a little bit more sturdy. Well, the clips are a little bit tougher to get off. Alright, once you pull your back panel off, now your Steam Deck is exposed. We got to her insides. So, what do we do next? Alright, carefully set her up there. Alright, and also, just an FYI, these back buttons, okay? If you accidentally push one of them in, make sure that you get it pushed back down and lined back up in the little tabbies there. Or it will not click right when you put it back together. And you'll have to tear it all back down again. So, with that being said, where is our NVMe drive at? Well, it is actually under this plate right here. Alright, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a hidden 5th screw. You got a little piece of foil tape hiding that 5th guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing, you can use your Phillips 0. And also mark and keep track of the orientation in which they came out. Because they are also different. Because, well, why wouldn't they be? Alright, once that's done, you can pull your plate up. It does have thermal pads on the back of it, so make sure that they don't fall off, and if they do, try to put them back where they were, because they are covering up your little VRMs and MOSFETs of this their Steam motherboard. Alright, whatever. So, right here is your 2230 storage drive, wrapped in a little bit of temperature resistant foil, per se. We'll put that in quotes. Alright, you have one screw, pulling her in. Don't judge me, I don't know if it's a her or not, but to me it is. 2024 or not. So, you pull her out. Alright. Best thing to do is you can try to slide her out of that little tape. But if you just work at the edge of it, just peel it up. Peel it up, and it'll reveal your drive. As you can see, I already replaced mine. I got, what did I got? 1 terabyte, just knockoff drive. I mean, that's what they use anyways. This is really what was in there. There's a 64 gig eMMC memory, which is trash. But that doesn't matter. Get it, save $100, $200, throw that crap out. Alright, so now you just reverse the process. Throw your drive in, wrap the tape back on it. Alright, now you want to do this at a slant in case you never put in NVMe drive. Alright, right there, drop it first. It's always good for them. Helps them optimize a little bit better, I guess. Alright, so at a slant, kind of push it in, and then bam. Now screw her down. And next thing, You're gonna wanna test it first before you even put it back together. Make sure it turns on, make sure everything works. Don't get your hands all in the fans. I mean, kind of hold it on the side. I mean, be smart about it. Now, you have an empty drive that you just inserted, so it will just go to the Steam BIOS. So, what you need to do from there is now you're going to have to get either a hub to put in a USB-A flash drive like this, one that goes from USB-C and then has multi-ports, or if you have a USB-C thumb drive, then you can do that. And what you're gonna want to do is you are going to want to. Alright, so you're gonna want to come down to the old Googs. Once you're there, you are going to type Steam OS download. Hit enter. Alright, come to the first one. Alright, from here, you are going to want to download the Steam OS install. Hit the box. Hit the Steam OS deck image. It'll start downloading. Alright, and Steam recommends downloading Rufus. So I'm gonna cancel that just because I already have it. I'm actually reshooting this. But so with that downloaded, then you're gonna want to come up here and you're gonna want to get Rufus. Now there's two ways to do this. All right, Steam recommends using Rufus, which is this right here. Now from this page, okay, don't click on it. As you can see, like always, there's 100 different download buttons, and they're all spamware, viruses, a bunch of everything else. So what you're gonna want to do is in this box right here. All right, you can click this one right here, Rufus 86. It'll download. You're gonna want to install it. So I will run you through how to use Rufus. And no, not the naked mole rat from Kim Possible. Hit yes 100 times. We'll slide that over here. Alright, so you will put your, now is when you want to put your USB drive in your computer. If I can find the hole. What the hell? It was just dark. Alright, so your drive will automatically come up right here. So with your drive right there, I mean, make sure it is. Make sure that's your drive. You're going to want at least an 8 gigabyte drive. I just put that one in there just to show you. Okay, and then in this box, you're going to want to hit select. Double click it, and you will have your Steam Deck. Double click that, your Steam Deck repair. Okay, and then you just hit start. Once that's done, then it is on there. Or the second way, into your downloads, right click your repair, hit extract all, and extract it right to your drive. That's the way I usually do. So then you'll just hit your drive and hit extract right to it. All right, now you have it on the drive. So let's see what to do next. Once you got your drive back installed, screw it down, your metal plate, make sure your pads are where they were. They usually don't come off, they're pretty well on there. All right, now this guy, you kind of want to slide him in this way just a little bit first. Now we're guys. All right, line your holes up. It's kind of a pain in the ass a little bit. Bam, bam, bam. All right, you got your screws all in the right order because that's what we said to do. So you know what goes where. Big fat screw goes under the tamper-proof, warranty void electric or foil tape. If you're gonna be over here, you gotta lay down. Make sure you get a couple cat hairs in there. Alright. You can grab your little foil tape if you want, put it back over that. It don't matter, obviously. Alright, now everything on your internals are back together. Grab your back plate. Remember what I said about the buttons. Make sure they're down. And with that being said, easy. Just work your way around. Snap it back in. Sounds like it's breaking, but it's really not. Once again, your screws, you know exactly where they are because we put them where they go. Reverse that process. That's my electric screwdriver. Just crank them down till they stop. Don't go ham salad on them, or they will strip out. And then proceeds to go ham on them and strips it. Just kidding. Give me my screw back. Hey, give me it back. Alright, and in case you did get them mixed up, your long screws are your 4 outers. The rest insides are all small and the same. just in case you didn't follow directions and you put them in a big pile. Or hey, maybe you got a cat like I just did and knocked them all over. Well, at that point, you're going to probably be using electrical tape and taping it back up together because you lost all your screws. We'll save that for another video. How to duct tape your deck back together. Duct tape your deck. I said deck. Alright, now, flip it over. We already know it's going to turn on because we already tested that. So now is when you're going to need at least an 8 gig flash drive. Alright, if you do not have a Type C flash drive and have a Type A like me, you are going to need a hub. Alright, so with your USB drive finished, now mind you, Rufus may say that it failed, and yet your files still are on your drive, so just try it. Like, it just told me it failed, and it'll go through. So now we'll focus back on our deck. Wait, grab your drive back out. And then back it up and dump it. I'm talking about the camera, that is. Oh. So now you gonna wanna put your deck in recovery mode to do so. So you're gonna want to hold the volume button down and tap the power. Hold volume down and tap the power button. Once it dings, let go. Alright, well, mine is the Windows because I have Windows on it, but it's the same thing. Do that, and it will go into the little recovery screen, and you're going to want to go to, in the boot manager, click boot from EFI USB device. Now, you should already have it plugged in, which I don't. Which means I'm going to have to restart this process, probably. Because USB, well, they are hot swappable, but not for EFI USB device. Oh, look at that, it is gone. It's gonna go through its little, its script. Just let it do its thing. There will be times when it seems like it is doing nothing. Just let it go. If it does hang up, and you actually read it, like mine says right now, it says drop control turned off, can't access. Alright, so it's not going to do nothing from that point. That means it failed. So, I'm glad I did that though, because now I can show you guys what to do in case you do experience that. Now that could be because I didn't have my drive plugged in time. So, we're going to go through the same process. Power down. Tap or volume down, tap the power button. Alright. Now, that is the actual menu that you will see. So, boot option, boot from EFI US.
What, Mom? I use that eyebrow outside. Oh, to make sure I got the right receipt for this, so I don't forget
Alright, so now let's review the process of it ran its script. You still leave your flash drive plugged in through your hub, or if you have the USB-C. Well, is my battery dead now? No. Alright, so if you have this screen, that means that you have done it successfully. And what we're going to want to do from here is click Re-Image Steam Deck. And what that does is that's going to re-wipe everything off. Games, anything that is still there, it will wipe. And reinstall SteamOS, you're going to want to hit Proceed. With caution. No. Hit Proceed on both of these. And just let it do its thing. I mean, it may take up to a half an hour. I'm not really sure exactly how long it takes. I mean, I've done it before, but I forget. But once you're to that point, you have successfully done it. Congratulations. You will now be part of the SteamOS family. And you may never leave. Well, you don't want to anyways. I tell you, Windows was a horrible experience on it. So, we will let this do its thing, and I will come back when it's done with an update about how long it took, too. Alright, we are back up and running. After, if you just let it run its script, it will take a while. In fact, it took 23 minutes. So, yeah, about a half hour. And when it comes back up, it will ask you for your language and your time zone, and this will come up and it will be reinstalling. Oh, it will also ask you to connect to the internet. So after that point, you have successfully reinstalled SteamOS. Alright, like and subscribe. Follow me for more tech tips, tricks, whatever I find that is tech worthy of filming. Alright guys, thank you. Everybody have a good day. Good night.